is Sarah, and welcome back to For Real Talk. This is another episode with my friend, Jazz.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. So Jazz and I actually met in our acting class, and we just started talking, and we're friends now.
It was the summer play festival.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we started talking, and we friends now, and I found out that Jazz actually has a passion for screenwriting and film and television.
And music.
And all the things.
And conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory. And ASMR. She loves ASMR. All right, Jazz. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who you is, what you do, who you are. Tell about people's.
I'm Jazz.
Yes. And see.
Cut this out, Sarah.
Cut the tape.
No, I'm Jazz. I'm 21. I'm single. No, oh my god, I'm
That is not true. That is not true. Alex, she watches my videos.
Oh
my god. Alex, she's kidding.
I love screenwriting. That's all I know about myself so far. And I'm gay. I just recently discovered that part.
Did you really?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I knew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, so okay, let's talk about that for a second. Because you mentioned that you wanted to put that on my channel.
I did.
So like, you know.
I knew I liked girls when I said I wanted to marry my preschool teacher, the teacher aide. I remember exactly where I was too. My mom was walking me to school and we're across the street, and I see her between all the backpacks and the buses and the cars and the steam. I'm from New York. I'm not. And I saw her and I told my mom, I want to marry her. Because I didn't know what a crush was at the time. I didn't know how to say, oh, I like her. I was like, no.
Just straight up marrying someone.
Yeah, just straight to marriage. Because that's what mom and dad did, and they like each other. So
that's
like,
true. I feel like that's
marry her.
That's a thing that like little kids say when they're like, oh, I'm gonna marry you.
Yes.
And you're like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't, but I still want to marry you.
I know, I feel so much for you. That was little me across the street in my backpack. I feel so much for this girl right now. I'm gonna marry her, mom. And my mom was like, okay. She's like, maybe don't say that. Because probably it would be like weird to tell your teacher you want to marry them. They probably hear that all the time. And I was like, okay.
That's when teachers know they're doing a good job. Like, I'm making an impact on this kid. I don't know how and in what way. But they want to marry me.
They don't
so
have the words to express that they really
true.
like me. It's like, I want to marry you.
That's very nice. That's very sweet. I have questions for you. What initially made you want to get into screenwriting and acting? Well, mainly screenwriting, but you can also throw in your acting interests in there as well.
Well, I always knew I wanted to be famous. No.
Holla.
Honestly, that's what it was. I wouldn't say
really?
famous, but I always thought I was in a TV show. Like the Truman Show type of.
Oh.
But that's because I grew up on movies. Like my whole childhood was watching movies. And I don't mean watching Barney. I mean watching Hairspray and Grease and A Chorus Line, Titanic. Titanic was my favorite movie like of all time, and it still is. And just like movies I shouldn't have been watching as a child that I'm realizing now. That's what I grew up on, so I always just thought life worked that way. When I found out it didn't work that way, I was like, oh, well, how do I do that? And my mom was like, oh, they're actors. And I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. I just knew I wanted to be on TV and I wanted to live the movie life. Not necessarily be famous, but like have all these things happen to me. To this day, I still live my life like it's a movie. Like I've been called out a lot.
I'm just a side character in her movie right now.
Jazz Goes to College.
Jazz Goes to College, season 2.
It wasn't until I started writing books in middle school did I realize I was like, oh, I could just write these movies. Like the movies I play in my head, I could just write these down. And that's how I got into screenwriting. I didn't find like a passion for it till like recently. Till I really was like, yeah, this is what I want to pursue.
What's something that you would like to see more or less of in the entertainment world? Because you want to write something, which means you have something to say that you want to change in the world right now.
I'm going to be totally honest. Every movie, everything I want to see in the entertainment industry is for my own pleasure. Someone out there wants the same things I do. Like, the world's so big. But I guess I want to see more people of color, more Asian actors. I feel like
Crazy Rich Asians, to all the boys I loved before. Let's go.
I never really thought how much the Asian community was represented in media and musicals and stuff. Yeah, until I met Sarah. So just recently, like, I'm like, no, this isn't fair. Like, I always think of you. I always think like, no, Sarah has to be in my movie. Like,
Oh.
no, Sarah needs a role, you guys. Like, I always think that. Like, even musicals.
Stereotypical side character who's the best friend.
Yes, a role's a role, sweetie. No. But even like in the musicals and the plays that I write, I'm just like, wow. Like, I just make sure there's an Asian character now, and I feel like it's so important. Also, I want a good lesbian movie. Like a good one. Like Carol, that was some good Like, I love older women. I love that storyline. But you know what? It still kind of ended sad. So I feel like positive movies around the LGBT community, because it's always so sad.
Like someone always dies or it never works
they
out
all
well.
have AIDS.
Yeah, Rent.
I think just positive movies about the LGBT community. Also, people of color who are LGBT in movies. That's something I want to see. Like, I just really want to see myself, because I know there's so many other people like me who are like, wow, like there's no representation for me. So that's what I want to write. I just want to write for the jazzes in the world.
I love that, dude. That's so
pretty
cool.
much it. Also bisexuals, because I always say that I'm gay, because I feel like when I say I'm bisexual, it automatically, like, people are like, you're confused, or
what are you into today?
Yeah,
kind of
there's so much more to my sexuality. So I always identify as gay, and I think I would want to write more bisexual characters that are properly represented, because so often, like in Glee, you see them with a girl and then they break up and they end up with a guy, and like that's so real. That does happen in real life, but I feel like it's always used as shock values and love triangles.
Ah, okay.
Like, I want to
instead of making it like this is just who they're into.
Yeah. Stop using our sexualities as plot lines. I'm glad I'm giving you quality content. That's what I aim for, even on my Snapchats. Follow me.
Follow her on Snapchat. Oh my gosh, she got her Snapchat
and my
famous.
Instagram. Link in the bio.
You kind of already answered this, but this is my last question for you for now, and then we have the trivia later on. Is there a movie / are there movies or TV shows that have inspired you?
Oh.
Besides Grease and Hairspray.
Hairspray, Titanic.
Titanic, yeah.
Movies that inspired me. Recently, I just think Baby Driver.
Ooh.
I feel like that movie really fuels me a lot, because I love music. And music drives me to do everything. Like, it sounds dumb, but it really does. Like, I could write a whole essay listening to the same song on repeat for like, I've done it for 5 hours, just the same song over and over and over again, because it's what inspires me. The story that goes with the music is just entertaining enough to write to, and Baby Driver did that. I forgot, there's like an article where the director is talking about how he didn't make a movie, he made a music video. Like,
that's true. He did.
The music drove the plot line, and I thought that was so cool. Dirty Dancing. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm gonna go on a Dirty Dancing rant.
Do it.
But I love Dirty Dancing. That was like another favorite. Titanic and Dirty Dancing, just all day, every day. I would watch that as a kid. Of course, like looking back, I should not have been watching Dirty Dancing. But I just remember the VHS in my hand and the pink writing. It's just so good. It's such a good love story. And I'm like such a big romantic. Even though I shield myself from romance in real life, I lived through it through books and movies. Again, music. I love the soundtrack to that movie. So again, it's probably the music aspect of it. Patrick Swayze's Half Naked movie as well. But the love story overall, I just love it. And I love summer, and it's like a summer romance.
Oh, that's true.
It just drew me in a lot as a kid.
Okay.
And summer's my favorite season.
Follow her on Instagram at Summertime
Summertime
Jazz.
Jazz.
What up?
Yes!
That promo for you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're really big, like, into the 80s music and like that style.
I love the 80s.
Speaking of, going into our next segment of musical theater nerd off. Oh! Sorry, that was a really bad transition.
I liked it.
I tried really hard. I didn't really have to ask Jazz, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't another musical that got your heart. But I asked Jazz what her favorite musical was, and it is Mamma Mia. So I've got some questions for you. First question, which is funny because you told me this earlier, so let's see how well you remember. When and where did the musical first premiere?
West End Theatre, London, 1999. And that's the only question I'll know.
I doubt that, but yeah, April 6, 1999 in the Prince Edward Theatre in London. Fun fact, it's the 7th longest running show in West End history. It's still running now, and it's the 7th longest.
Ooh, road trip.
8.
Road trip to fucking
over the pond. Casually.
I'm a theater major. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. It's geography, honey. Geology's rocks. At least I called myself out. That's something I love about myself.
She just wrote her own dialogue right now. This is screenwriting.
This is how I write.
Okay, second question. When did the show close on Broadway?
2003.
No, it's longer than that, actually.
Oh.
I think 2003 is when it first
Started
premiered.
in Broadway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ran longer than that, dude. Come on.
2006.
You really don't believe it? In America and Mamma Mia.
2018. Right now, as we speak.
It's still going! No, it actually closed on September 15 after a 14-year run. And it was the 9th longest running Broadway show. Which Tony-nominated Canadian actress originated the role of Donna on Broadway?
That's not the characters that I read.
I'm sorry, I didn't cater to the questions you looked up.
Don't you know I only read specific ones thinking you were going to ask me that. Meryl Streep. Was it Meryl Streep?
No.
Fun fact, Meryl Streep was inspired by Mamma Mia after 9/11 because that brought
true.
so much joy to them.
That's true. She saw the musical with her daughter, right?
Yeah.
Hey now.
So that should be a point for knowing that. Fun fact. Anyways, what's that?
True, but it's Louise Petre? Pitre. She was nominated for a Tony in 2002. Unfortunately, she didn't win. I don't know who she lost to, but...
Idiots! Mamma Mia is the greatest musical to ever live. Grease comes second. They're bold words I just said.
Yeah, just a bit. Because Hamilton is a thing.
The only good thing to come out of Hamilton is Schuyler Sisters.
I was going to say Daveed Diggs, but okay. Who played Sophie and Sky at the Hollywood Bowl performance in 2017?
Oh, Dove Cameron!
Uh-huh. And who played Sky?
Sky's like irrelevant. Can I have a hint?
He was in High School Musical.
Oh, the black boy who makes creme brulee.
No! What?
I don't know. I just thought of him.
The guy who makes creme brulee. He is African American, though.
It's not Corbin Bleu.
Yeah, it is.
It was Corbin Bleu?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I think that's a weird mix.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, Corbin Bleu's like 40 years old now, and Dove Cameron's 12. Like, what?
This is so accurate, though.
You know
they're
what
not
I mean.
actually the same.
I
but
know,
you think
but
they are.
it's like the same thing.
So let's talk about the movie now, since that's what you're like. There we go. Finally. Name other actresses who was considered for the role of Donna in the film adaptation.
Julia Roberts.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Was she really?
No.
Oh, okay, I was like, IMDb
I was
is
like,
correct.
White actresses that white people love.
Julia Roberts.
I don't know.
Interestingly enough, it was Olivia Newton-John and Michelle Pfeiffer.
I love Michelle Pfeiffer in Grease too.
Same. Imagine.
That's how I knew I was
Grease
gay when
1
I
and
saw
Grease
Grease 2. I need to see. Okay, and then she's climbing she's climbing the ladders, and I was like, ooh.
Oh yes.
I love a cool writer.
We did the same thing. Last question. Cher. Yes. Cher, who was featured in Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again.
Go watch it on iTunes.
She was offered a role in the first movie. Do you know which part it was?
Was it Tanya?
Yeah.
Knew it.
Anything else to add before we close out?
I love talking about myself. Go watch Mamma Mia 2 again in your local theaters. That's all I have to add.
Okay.
Well, maybe we could do a part 2.
If you'd be down for a part 2,
this
video thumbs up.
Yes, please leave a thumbs up.
We need human validation.
Yeah, I do. Please like this.
Please like the video, share, and subscribe and comment.
Comment your favorite color.
Alex, if you're watching this, you better comment. Oh my god.
I don't like talking about my personal relationships online.
Guys, so yeah, as I said, go and follow Jazz on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll leave her links down below, and mine are down there as well. So if you'd like to follow me too, go ahead and do that.
She's a precious angel.
Thanks. Also, if you want to subscribe, what was that? Thanks. Subscribe. Hey guys, it's my ASMR channel. You can subscribe by clicking the red button. and click the bell notification button if you want to be notified.
You can ring her bell.
Oh, if I were a bell. Actually, I just that just hit me this one time while I was trying to find someone's video, and it didn't pop up in my subscription box. And I was like, "It's Thursday. Where's your video?" And it was there. I just never got notified.
Really?
So you have to actually hit the notification button.
I just thought they want us to hit the bell and that we still get it. But I'm gonna try and keep that in mind.
Yeah, it freaked me out, and I was like, "Oh gosh!" I'm gonna go hit the bell button for all the people I'm subscribed to. All right, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We'll see y'all in the next video. Also, check out the bonus video on the second channel. All right, cool. Bye, guys. I don't know how to end this usually.